Every person who ever underestimated you gave you something they didn't intend to. They gave you invisibility. And invisibility, in the right hands, is one of the most dangerous advantages a person can possess. The most catastrophic mistake you can make when someone underestimates you is to correct them immediately, to prove yourself, to perform for their approval. Because a man who needs to prove himself has already revealed his weakness, and the man who does not, who simply continues building in silence, that man becomes something no one sees coming. Here is what psychology tells us about the person who underestimates you. They are not seeing you clearly. They are projecting, filtering you through the lens of their own limitations, their own ceiling, their own definition of what is possible. When someone underestimates you, they are not describing your potential. They are confessing the boundaries of their own imagination. Their ceiling is not your ceiling. Robert Greene identified this principle clearly. He called it the law of concealment, the idea that power grows in silence and shrinks under scrutiny. The man who reveals everything he is capable of invites resistance. The man who reveals nothing invites underestimation, and underestimation, strategically held, becomes a weapon. The pawn that moves quietly across the board is never the piece the opponent watches until it reaches the other side. Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He wrote in his Meditations, "Confine yourself to the present, not to the opinion of others, not to the false ceiling they place above you, only to the work directly in front of you, in this moment, executed with complete and total focus." The Stoics had a word for this: hupomone, patient endurance, not passive waiting but active, deliberate, unshakable continuation in the face of doubt, building when no one believes, moving when no one watches. Be so busy becoming, you forget to be offended. Here is where Stoicism and dark psychology meet. Both traditions agree on one thing: your reaction is your most valuable currency. And most people spend it recklessly. When someone underestimates you openly, in a meeting, in a conversation in front of others, the instinct is to retaliate immediately, to correct them, to list your credentials, to perform competence on demand. Performance is desperation wearing a suit. This is exactly what they want. Whether consciously or not, the person who dismisses you is waiting for a reaction, because your reaction confirms their significance. It tells them they matter enough to move you. Epictetus wrote, "Seek not that the things which happen should happen as you wish, but wish the things which happen to be as they are, and you will have a tranquil flow of life." Applied here, do not wish the person would see you differently. Do not waste energy on their perception. Wish only that you continue becoming what you are becoming, and let time do what argument never could. Dark psychology adds a colder layer to this. It tells us that silence in the face of dismissal is not just emotionally healthy, it is strategically superior. When you say nothing, you reveal nothing. When you reveal nothing, your opponent cannot prepare, cannot defend, cannot strategize against a threat they cannot see. You are not being passive. You are being precise. You are letting them build their assumptions on sand, and you are quietly laying stone beneath the surface. So, how do you actually respond psychologically, practically in real time when someone underestimates you? 3 principles, each one colder and more powerful than the last. The first response is the upgrade. You do not argue with the person who underestimates you. You upgrade yourself past the point where their opinion is relevant. Every hour you spend trying to convince someone of your worth is an hour stolen from the work that would make the argument unnecessary. Marcus Aurelius did not debate his critics. He governed an empire so well that history forgot his critics entirely. The upgrade is silent, relentless, indifferent to the timeline of other people's understanding. The second response is strategic patience. Dark psychology teaches that timing is leverage. The person who moves too quickly, who strikes back immediately, who corrects in the moment, always reveals more than they intend. The strategically patient person waits, not out of weakness, out of precision. They choose the moment their abilities speak loudest, the presentation, the result, the outcome, and let that moment do the work that words never could. Seneca wrote, "Retire into yourself as much as you can. Build internally, grow in private, and emerge only when the work is ready to speak for itself." The third response is controlled indifference. This is the most psychologically advanced response, and the hardest to execute. Controlled indifference means you genuinely stop needing the person who underestimates you to eventually see your worth. You detach from the outcome of their perception entirely. You don't need their correction. You need your continuation. Epictetus taught that the only things within our control are our own judgments and our own actions. The opinion of another person, even their eventual recognition of you, sits entirely outside that circle. To crave it is to hand them control of your inner state. The man practicing controlled indifference does not secretly hope they will one day say, "I was wrong about you." He is too busy building the life that makes that conversation irrelevant. Here is the truth about being underestimated that most people never reach. It is a gift, poorly wrapped, handed to you by someone who doesn't know what they are carrying. The world's most dangerous people have always been the ones no one saw coming, not because they were hiding, but because they were building, while everyone else was watching someone else. You do not need to correct the person who underestimates you. You do not need to convince them, perform for them, or wait for their recognition. You need only to continue, quietly, relentlessly, without apology and without announcement. Let them underestimate you. Let them sleep. The work will wake them up. Never esteem anything as of advantage to you that will make you break your word or lose your self-respect. Marcus Aurelius. If this is the standard you hold yourself to, subscribe to Rise Above. New videos every Tuesday for those who refuse to remain ordinary.